And we are live, or I hope we're live. What's going on, guys? A little bit earlier than usual, but I'm glad that we had a chance to connect. I'm hoping that we can cover some questions super fast. And then once this video is done, I would have released Tomcat Alley. So you may all not see this because you'll get like a double notification, like one now and one when Tomcat Alley comes up. I'm hoping to get some people up in here. What's going on with me is I finished my Alcar. I mean, I don't expect much from taking acetyl L-carnitine, but people keep asking about it. So why not try it from a different brand? It's okay when you're fasting. It's just a little nice boost of energy. A little bit different than tyrosine because tyrosine, during the come off, you may experience a little bit of irritability. I got some NAC and acetyl L-cysteine. Really don't know what this does for me. Other people can report it helps kind of to rewire themselves, binge eating, helping with OCD. And I'm totally not used to doing this at live streams at this time of the day. Let's see if we get some new people here. Mohammed Monroe, Juan Cosme, thanks for the info as always. And ZMA, it's been a year since I've used this. It's zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B. I think it's B6. Yeah, B6. Supposed to be very good for enhancing sleep quality. You can use it in the morning, but they say to use it towards the end of the day. I've used it for two days now. Let's see what to expect. Yesterday, I got some pretty good dreams, or last night. Is that from the ZMA? I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And what's going on, guys? Hopefully, you got some questions here. After this, I'll be talking about Tomcat Alley because that is a video I have scheduled to come out. So I'm hoping you guys can all hop there and give that video some feedback. What are your top 3 nootropics you will take every day? What are my top 3 nootropics I'll take every day? I'll take L-tyrosine. I take caffeine. And what else? Choline. Choline comes to mind. I really like choline. I'm finding more and more it's the more you can say cognitive resources that I'm using throughout the day and the intensity of my work, there needs to be a direct correlation between that and the amount of choline that I take. I've been using a lot of choline this past week, specifically just because at the end of the day, I want to be as sharp as I am in the beginning of the day, which doesn't usually happen. We can just try our best. I started taking lion's mane. Heron started taking lion's mane. Good for him. Why do we have 16 people here and 0 likes? Guys, don't mind clicking the like button. I really appreciate it just to get some more people up in here or down in here. So Heron says he recently started taking lion's mane and I keep dreaming a lot more. Do you know why? Okay, that's very cool. Why did that happen? Well, firstly, it's commonly reported. As a matter of fact, most people have like bad dreams with. So there's a few reasons. I would say probably just decrease of anxiety, feeling less attached to the outcome, feeling more calm, more peaceful, more present. And when that happens, you're able to get to sleep a lot easier, right? Nobody wants to have racing thoughts prior to sleeping. There's a few hacks you can try for that. You can watch a cartoon. Tim Ferriss says to read fiction as it can get you out of your reality in whatever circumstance you're experiencing. But one cool thing you can do is take some lion's mane, right? Take low-dose DXM, like 60 to 90 milligrams, genuinely provides such a mood boost and social relaxation. As far as relaxation, I've been trying some magnolia bark. Haven't noticed much. It's kind of just, honestly, it's inconvenience to dose because you need to take 10 to 20 milligrams, similar to Noopept. Do you ever get immunity to certain nootropic stacks? Immunity or build the tolerance? That's funny. What best nootropics for moody people? Moody people, Mohammed, people who are moody, generally there's an issue with their diet. I hate to say that, but fats, MCT oils, fish oil, specifically irritability and mood, a lot changes when you change the proportion of carbohydrates and fats in your diet. So generally speaking, if you're like 50% carbohydrate, like 40% fat, 10% protein, I'm telling you, you're going to be irritable, right? I think for like they would probably be better off with like maybe 40% fat, 30% carb, 30% protein, something like that. Because moody people, it's like your insulin spiking all over the place. Fat can help just to stabilize your insulin levels and really is kind of fuel for the brain. Thanks for. I've been unwinding and get hell yeah, tyrosine. Who else is up in here? Magnolia. Oh, sorry. Did I say 10 milligrams? Sorry, with Magnolia, I meant 100 milligrams. I apologize. The customs caught my nootropics depot order. Oh my gosh, I was thinking of ordering next couple of days, but I'm gonna have some second thoughts. BMX, where are you from? Can you recommend a nootropic stack for gaming? Are there any tests that could help someone figure out what nootropics work best for them? I meant tolerance resistance, bro VMX. Okay, cool. Love the streams, man. Have you tried the N 10%? Cool. Okay, good. Let's go through these questions, guys. The more questions you give me, the more energy I get. Let's go. So, Mohammed, I answered the question with carbohydrates, fat. Otherwise, for moody people, take some ashwagandha, take some L-theanine. That'll be pretty helpful. And lion's mane. Those three come to mind. So, Mrs. Monroe, I've been having some trouble unwinding. What does that mean? After getting sleep after stressful days at work. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Unwinding and getting sleep after stressful days at work. What I just said to Heron, real 10 minutes of meditation practice before bed. Oh man, highly recommend it. As a matter of fact, last time I was talking about Muse, the meditation device. It's super cool. You know, stick this thing on your head. You run it with the app. It'll measure your brain waves and tell you how calm you are, and actually tell you how many times you change your state, which is pretty cool. So whatever kind of meditation works for you, guided. I like guided. I like silence. I don't like the ones with music. I think that's cheating. So mindfulness meditation, and now they retracted their message because they are a very strange human being. Magnolia is. Can you recommend a nootropic stack for gaming? On the channel, people report ashwagandha working. I would think that it would just be stimulants. I hear that they've actually banned particular stimulants in chess tournaments. But I did want to point out, though, I'm hearing ashwagandha. Are there tests that, and the guys, this is going to be a short one. I'm going to be here for maybe 10 more minutes. Are there any tests that could be given? So tiredness, that's a good question. Generally with, it's like, you can almost look at it like 3, maybe 4 classes of nootropics. There's adaptogens, there's racetams, there's amino acids, and then there's stimulants, right? So generally it's like you could try one of each, and you can try a stronger one and then know if that's working, and then try something else from there. Like an example of that is with the racetams. If you take something like Noopept is stronger than paracetam. If you notice Noopept working, maybe you'll notice paracetam working. Or on the contrary, if you were to try paracetam and it's working a little bit, then likely Noopept would work too. You can go in that direction. There are I meant tolerance / resistance after using a couple months. Robbie, do you mean Bill? Okay, I know what you mean. You know, Robbie, of the nootropics which I take as far as my stack, and I'll have a video coming out with my stack. Not really. Maybe I'm just unusual that way, but L-tyrosine, caffeine, most of the adaptogens, most of the racetams, it's not really like I build up a tolerance. Even with Noopept, I still feel it taking 20, 30 milligrams a day, even if I don't cycle off, right? Have you tried the 10% extract of Tonkat Ali from ND? I only tried the version of it, which I put in my latest video on Tonkat Ali. And guys, so you know, in about half an hour or after I end this, like 20 minutes later, I'm going to upload a new video on Tonkat Ali. So watch out for that. I don't know if you're going to get the bell icon for the notification, because you probably got a notification about this live stream. But I hope it works out okay, because I've never had such a short duration between live stream and video. But my channel has something happened the past couple of days. Views have been low, so we got to pump it up. Stay down. Tell me more about this version of Tonkat Ali, because I'm gonna get some new newts sometime soon, and I'm looking forward to trying that. I'm looking forward to trying Shilajit. And for all of you, we got 33 people here. What do you want me to review in a future video that I have not reviewed, or what do you want me to elaborate more on? Because I'm gonna be investing a lot into nootropics over the next few days. I'm from Belgium. Okay, very cool. I've been hit twice. It's funny. Are you a doctor? No. Do I look like a doctor, man? Doctors wear suits. This YouTube channel is so helpful, man. Keep up the good work. Oh, nice. That's helpful. Thank you for what you do. Yeah. Well, thank you guys too. It's nice seeing a lot of new names. I had a feeling this would, because of the time of the day. Eastern time, 2 o'clock. West Coast 11:17, England 7:17, and Asia, I mean, pretty much 12 hours opposite. So I appreciate all of you who are watching this in the middle of the night. Love your energy, Mike. Have you read about lion's mane affecting DHT levels? No, but it doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of nootropics that actually have can theoretically affect your DHT levels. It's pretty easy to find some sort of science backing that up. What are your thoughts on CBD? I've never tried it, actually. One of the best things out there as far as fighting anxiety or anti-anxiety. That's been proven pretty much. I've been a beginner of Nootropic. I saw your review videos. It was very helpful and for selecting the right nootropic treatment. Okay, very cool. Good. That's what I hope for. That's what I hope for. Have you tried Siltep / Neurofuel, and what are your thoughts on it? Siltep, I actually think, is this the one by Natural Stacks? Oh yeah, okay, I have tried this. I liked it. I don't know if I would get it again, but they were really kind to send a bunch of it to me, and it's a pretty popular product and stuff. So what it's going to do, it has L-carnitine, phenylalanine, it has forskolin, B6, and artichoke extract. Artichoke extract, they say, can have effects similar to modafinil. I didn't notice too much from it, but I mean, it's a healthy nootropic overall, not necessarily a game changer. How to mix? Rohan says how to mix Nupep, Parastam, Pramrastam, Anarastam, Oxyrastam, Lion's Mane, Bacopa Minieri as a studying stack. Okay, Nupep 10 milligrams 3 times a day, Parastam 1 gram 3 times a day, Pramrastam 300 milligrams 3 times a day, Anarastam 500 milligrams 3 times a day, Oxyrastam 800 milligrams 3 times a day. Lion's Mane, you can go 500 milligrams twice a day or 300 milligrams 3 times a day. Bacopa, same thing as Lion's Mane, but that is all going to be dependent on how much you're working. If you're working 14 hours, if you're if you're planning to study 14 hours or something, I mean, assuming there's hour breaks here and there, then that kind of dosage is good. Otherwise, cut everything back. Muse looks comfortable and uncomfortable and expensive. Yeah, no, this thing isn't that great. It's just that I have it and I'm using it. I'm just saying it does make meditation a little bit more interesting. One thing which is a bit inconvenient is it takes like a minute or so to set up every single time you use it. Hello, you mentioned that you had a binge eating problem. How did you manage to solve it? Jordan, really what it was well, a few things. As far as nootropics go, I think using Lion's Mane and specific nootropics like long enough to be consistent, because through like using the racetams, through using the adaptogens, you're just gonna improve yourself. You're gonna get more feedback all the time. And you learn from the past. You learn from your behaviors. I noticed that what nootropics have helped me to do is not make me less likely to repeat mistakes. And you can find out essentially what's going to cause a binge eating problem to begin with. Usually it's like depriving yourself. So what's been helping is like strategically having like a cheat day or a cheat meal for the psychological relief, and just knowing how to, knowing essentially how to kind of like damage control, using some supplements like RALA before. And then don't do this. I know what's common is if we overeat, we tend to the following day eat less or do more cardio to balance it out. I would challenge you not to do that next time. Next time you do overeat, don't be guilty. Don't fast the next day. Actually just eat as normal and watch just how your relationship to food kind of changes. It's such that you are far less likely to binge eat next time. Nootropics, which helped me not so much, but like practicing meditation, I think that's what was the game changer for me with binge eating, along with some of the habits which I mentioned. And then as well, I did find that meditation really helps with OCD. There was something, okay. And lastly, with binge eating, just as a side benefit of if you get in really good shape for you, I don't necessarily mean like 8% body fat. If you're somebody that is, you can consider obese and you get into average shape, once you see that, it makes it less likely to want to binge eat, because you actually look at yourself like, man, like, why would I change this? Who knows where I'm going, right? So seeing results is a driver to further pursue it. Jordan, long answer. Sorry for all of you that don't have that challenge or binge eating concern, but let me know if that was helpful. I know I said a lot there. What's your thoughts on modafinil? Oh my gosh, Jason, I have like 30 plus videos on modafinil. It's good 2 to 3 times a week. What's the difference between taking Nupep and Pramrastam? Nupep, a little bit more stimulating and short-lasting. Pramrastam, better for willpower and repetitive work. Hello, what do you recommend, Phenibut or Nupep? Thank you. Yeah, I can't answer that, Bogdan. You need to give me more context. What do you think of triclurine? I don't know about it. And CBD, yes, it is considered a nootropic. How do you pay your freelancers for the YouTube videos editing? What do you mean in terms of price, or how do you mean? Will you do a video on dosing and cycling? Dosing and I think I have. You could be a bit more specific, Hades, if you don't mind. Hello, can you tell your experience with chaga? I've not tried it enough, but that's one thing which I could definitely go ahead and review. Guys, let me know what I should review in a future video. I'm going to be investing a lot of money into nootropics. So we got black seed oil. I'm gonna write these down because it's kind of hard to come back to these comments. But I know a lot of people like tuning into these afterwards. So what else do we got? 10% Tomcat. We got triacyltyluridine. I don't know how to say that. What else, guys? What is your... I heard you say that you cycle lion's mane, and I didn't even know that you had to do that. It's like you don't have to do it. I don't really want to be taking nootropics for the whole year. I mean, maybe L-tyrosine and caffeine, but it's nice to just take a little bit of time off. What is your job? I sell residential real estate, and I make videos on this channel as well as videos for my real estate channel. And I, have this nootropic thing going on, which has all kinds of income sources. Fortunately, who knows where it's going to go. And I'm a recruiter of real estate agents. How to create your own stack, make a video on that. That's actually what I have going on not my next video, a future video. It's specifically what to avoid when building a stack. I think you'll all find that pretty helpful. I can't figure out a good title for that video. If you guys have any suggestions, it's like how to not take nootropics together, or how to not build a stack. What do you think about iodine? Good, especially for thyroid health. More of a, I would call that a supplement, not even really like a nootropic. Easy to make and healthy foods for bodybuilders. Protein shakes. I think I won't lie. I think whey protein isolate. I like my protein is very underrated. To think it's an isolate, like you just take 20, 30 grams post workout, it will make a big difference with your physique because it's just straight protein. There's no trace carbs. There's no trace sugars, and there's like practically no fat. So if you can find a good whey isolate, like 30 grams of protein, no sugar, no fat, I'm not against it by any means. What's a good stack with, and when you say foods for bodybuilders, that would mean, like the context of that means like a high calorie meal. I think shakes are the easiest things. You can put, during a time when I was trying to gain weight, which was stupid, I put on like 40 pounds, all of it was fat. It was like oatmeal, some milk, peanut butter, a lot of peanut butter, and some protein. That's easily like 500 calories, right? This is unrelated, but what would you be doing if you weren't a real estate agent? You seem like a really ambitious person. Well, isn't that kind of you? I really don't know what I'd be doing. I don't really see myself wasting time, whatever a waste of time is. Or if I were, I would go through a period of wasting time, like, fun hobbies like learning a language or drawing or something. But then eventually I would go back to work in some sort of way, knowing myself, because I love my job. Happy Saturday, my bro. Hope you and yours are doing awesome. Thank you for that. Mr. Marshalls, can you please mention / rate alternatives to melatonin? Yeah, melatonin, strong stuff. There's no denying it's very powerful. It's going to put you to sleep like no other nootropic for supplement, but for sleep will. But melatonin, it's such that it's a hormone. I don't really think it's healthy to take an exogenous hormone like that. And the brands really make a difference with melatonin. Like you'll find that with some brands, it's such that you'll get a good sleep, dream better, wake up refreshed. Maybe you'll need less sleep than usual. But then there's some brands of melatonin, even the extended release, where you'll wake up in the middle of the night and it's hard to get back to sleep. It's very unusual. I have narcolepsy and I take Modafinil to make me sleep. Do you have any advice for wakefulness and motivation? Yeah, watch the video on nootropics to wake up motivated. I'll see if I can link it for you, Swad, if I can find you on a comment. I felt on cordyceps. I tried it once for a cycle. Didn't do much for me, but cordyceps, like most mushrooms, they really taste bad. Have you tried Cognetics? Yeah, I talked about it on my latest video on the top 5 nootropics. Guys, I appreciate all your support on that video. That video is my best performing video so far. I've never had a video hit 2,000 views so fast. But it was also with thanks to Cognetics, because one of the marketing people at Cognetics told me that he did an email blast to all of their clients about it with that video. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys. And I sincerely feel that's a really good product, the Cognetics, because Cognetics, it has very effective nootropics. It's priced somewhat reasonably, and could be one of the better nootropic stacks out there, considering, like, all things being considered, effectiveness, cost, consistency of use, right, and side effects. Have you ever tried reviewing Nootropics Depot owner stack? No, because I think they had their stack posted somewhere, but I don't really think that it's important because different stacks are going to work for different people. What do you eat in a day? In simplicity, I avoid sugar, pretty high protein. You can say mid carbohydrate, mid fat. Fats, I'm big on eating good, healthy fats. I don't like saturated fats or too much of them. So just be mindful of like what kind of nut you're eating. Some nuts have good, healthy fats, some not. I like taking Brazil nuts. That's something I pretty much do every day. Blueberries, I take some dark chocolate. I'm not a super healthy eater. I could definitely be eating more servings of vegetables, but just time consuming or need somebody to cook them for me. What do you think? Do rate On It Alpha Brain Nootropics. Robbie, I've done that video twice. Watch that video though, Robbie. That was one of my best performing videos, even to date. Every week I can see which videos are performing best, and Alpha Brain is always in the top 5, right? What do you think about black seed oil, omega, Mucuna honey, lion's mane, alpha GPC? What do I think? It looks okay. Nothing wrong with that. It looks relatively healthy. First dose, 100 or 50. Mode alerts. Lower is better. Please review Cognetics if you haven't already. Okay, perfect. Do you use nicotine patch for focus? Not the focus. I do use it for, I use the spray, but I'm like, I don't need it anymore. I don't really, maybe that's something where you can say I have built a little bit of a tolerance to. I used to really look forward to taking it, but now it's such that if my nootropics, if I'm consistent with my nootropic stack, I really don't feel like I need anything. Like I mean, assuming that I'm eaten properly, I've exercised, I've gotten a lot of sleep. Like with my nootropic stack, I'm like good. I don't even want anything. I don't want any modafinil. Sometimes I don't even want caffeine. So the nicotine, where it comes useful, is sometimes just in the later portion of the day if you want some sort of pick me up. Almost like better in a social context, really. So with the nicotine though, one kind of trick I found is use it for work which you dislike doing. Like at the end of the day, I have horrible anxiety about reading my email because that's when you may have kind of like not really creative work done. It's where you're more like servicing to other people's needs. Send me this, send me that. And that's an occasion where I'll just take a few sprays, go through my email for a good 5 minutes, take the spray out, and it has its good use that way, right? Although the reality is I should probably pretty much just delegate that work to somebody else so I do not have to do it. You are like that man from Limitless. I do not know what you mean by that, but I'll take it as a compliment. I meant paying by percentage. Real estate videos are awesome as well. Oh, thank you for that, Marshall's. Can modafinil be taken every day? Wouldn't recommend it. Speak to your GP. I meant paying by percentage of the YouTube income or fixed price. No, Jordan, it depends. Depends who, because the income is just, the YouTube income is horribly inconsistent. It's probably like 40, 50 bucks a day US, some days more, some days less, right? But it just came that way. It was like 10, 20 bucks for quite a long time. So the video editors, I mean, I started them off like 15 a video. Now they're up like 30. They're horribly inexpensive. Plus they're appreciative of it too. Like it's almost like they want less money. I'm like, no, take it. But you want to be careful when you're paying like freelancers because you pay them too much and they'll go on vacation. Andy just released Tart Cherry, Andrographis, and man, these are hard to pronounce. I swear when they come out with these products, they should have the proper pronunciation is. What about 1P LSD? How many milligrams of fish oil do you take? Which brand do you buy? Is Coke? Okay, I gotta remove this comment here. Guys, come on, could we be mindful of the language? Hold on one sec. I'm trying to go back to how many milligrams of fish oil do you take? Nutricy, I just take 1 teaspoon of it. It's that has 4.5 grams of fat, about 1.5 grams combined EPA, DHA. Oh, interesting. It's very expensive. I sometimes get brain fog or headaches with huperzine A at the end of the day. Tips on how to prevent this. I don't like huperzine A. I would say don't use it unless you notice something good from it. I want your share. Love from Britain. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Shout out to the person who got me this as a gift. Watch this. It actually goes all the way back. Like you can legit like sleep. Like it's pretty cool. If you want the link to it, it's from Amazon. Wow, how much grams? MindLab for sleep. MindLab Pro for sleep? I don't think it's that effective for sleep, but more so for work and performance. Speaking of sleep, I'm using Qualia Night. Quite honestly, not that impressed. I think Qualia has better products. I just use their caffeine free. Although it's good. I can see it like be somewhat relaxing. It's a good product you would actually take for a month and you'll see some sort of changes. Although I think when people get a sleep product, they're wanting something which is going to help them that specific day, not something long term. So no hate against it. Was it kind of expecting a little bit more? Yet I kind of get what their goal is with that product. Do you do intermittent fasting? Kind of, yes and no. With intermittent fasting, I mean, I eat my big meal, like food, at the end of the day, and then beginning of the day, it's shakes. So what that looks like is I'll take a really nice pre-workout. Like today, I took a pre-workout. I took some creatine. Following my workout, I took some whey protein. I woke up, 6 hours ago, early day, 8:30, and then, yeah, so I'll 40 grams, 30 grams of whey protein isolate, and then from there, some caffeine, and I'll spread nootropics into the day. Noopept or phenibut for changing mood, for euphoria. That would be almost like Noopept, because with phenibut, it takes a bit of time for it to start working. Not much changing. I feel like I'm drunk, nothing more. That's funny. What's the best nootropic to be able? Martin. Oh, wow. Something for focus. Focus. Be able to understand what I read. Martin, that's a hard question to answer. You should watch the video on nootropics for studying and decide. Hey, do you know anything that can help reduce anxiety and help you unwind? Yeah, L-theanine, lion's mane, ashwagandha. How many different things do you take at the moment? Maybe 15, 10 to 15. I think your top 3 nootropics for verbal fluency. Paracetam, I think all racetams, paracetam, oxiracetam, and aniracetam maybe. Or maybe instead of one of those, it'd be choline. Thank you, which brings up a good point that I've never realized. I don't think the adaptogens are that helpful. Just, I mean, if you have worked for a long time in the day, you need a pick-me-up, then it's a bit different. Isn't nicotine addictive and harmful? Yeah, I mean, I don't recommend it. I just kind of have it. I mean, if you're using 4 or 5 milligrams a day, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I'm legit using it just at the end of the day, once or twice, if that. Why do you think so many people have a dud effect from modafinil? Like, it doesn't do anything from them the next day they use it, but the day before it was great. What do you mean? It's not supposed to last for 2 days. Where it's I'm gonna remove that comment. What you think? I'm gonna remove that comment. Yo, come on, guys. Let's watch the language here. I guess this is one bad side effect of having too many people here. Well, best nootropic besides modafinil. Well, what's similar is phenylparacetam. I think for most people they'll find it pretty effective. On a side note, you're very good at spinning your pen. You've seen you do it on some of your videos. Well, thank you for that, Jason, because I do that on my other channel where I sell, like, for selling houses, which probably isn't appropriate since the average viewer is a bit older. Have you looked into krill oil? I've looked, but DHA and EPA is low. Yeah, who knows? I think krill oil could just be like a trendy thing, maybe not so important afterwards. Should I use acetyl L-tyrosine or just tyrosine? Far as I'd really advise you to watch that video because I did compare the both of them. It's on my channel. L-tyrosine 100%. Why do you wear a suit? I was at a presentation for a house that was worth $3 million, just making a pitch. It wasn't that nice of a house. It was just in a very exclusive, high-end area, and I needed to present myself in a way that I look like I'm connected to wealthy people, which I probably don't look like it, but who knows? Whatever helps. I tried L-tyrosine with caffeine. It doesn't really do anything. Any reason why? Washim, yeah, you could be one of the unfortunate few that doesn't really notice much from stimulants. If you try it fasted, try it even with some vitamin B, drink a lot of water, and you should be able to tell it doing something. And why do you think so many people? Okay, I already looked at that. Could people use Wellbutrin only for the nootropic effect? I don't think so. I've been wondering. That's the one thing with respect to like nootropics, and what I'm somewhat concerned about is the use of Wellbutrin, because it's so light that it feels fine to take consistently. That although obviously I'm just concerned, can I continue this long term? Because it's been probably 2 years now. I usually take 1 or 2 days off, but it's not even going to really help with nootropics and overall intelligence. More so just work ethic, interest, focus in the first place. Supplements for skin health. Ashwagandha has some pretty good research behind it. Will pure taurine help energy? It should, yes. That's a good question. I'm experimenting with that a little bit. Hi, do you know anyone? Have you ever looked into experimenting with a raw vegan diet? No, Jalen, because Jalen or Halen, I've experienced going off meat for maybe 10 to 12 months, and my energy levels did plummet along with worse physique. I didn't get much out of getting off of meat, yet it wasn't completely vegan. I believe I was still having eggs and such. And best, guys, I'm gonna end this, but hey, within the next half an hour, you're gonna see a new video out on Tomcat Alley. So be sure to check that video out, and I appreciate all of you. Appreciated seeing all the comments. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.